Hi friends, welcome back to my studio. Today I'm packing 2 orders and I wanted to slow down and bring you along with me because packing is one of my favorite parts of running this shop. It's where everything comes together, the artwork, the intention, the gratitude, and the little rituals that turn an order into a gift. So let's get started. This first order is for Regina. She ordered Dragonfly stickers and textured paper that you can see here. This paper isn't handmade, but it comes neatly boxed, so to protect it during shipping, I'm wrapping the box in bubble wrap. My shop is slowly moving towards non-plastic approach, but there are a few materials like bubble wrap that I prefer to reuse and recycle rather than discard. It feels like a small but mindful choice. Next, Regina ordered a set of 18 Dragonfly stickers. These dragonflies come in a vintage botanical book. Each image was carefully cleaned up by hand using designing tools. I fixed all the way, restoring lines and preserved the original character of these books. Once they were ready, I turned them into stickers. Here in my studio, as you can see, all of them are vintage looking. I did not use AI to create these images. I will pack them in a white envelope. To decorate the envelope, I am using a vintage looking label, which I am adding using regular glue. I'm also adding this small piece of vintage book paper. I think it goes well with the idea of this vintage set of stickers. And then I'm adding these PET stickers that I got a long time ago and I really need to use. So they are very pretty and the image is very vintage as well, as you can see here. So I place that in the envelope. Then as the last piece, of course, I'm gonna add a reference to what is inside. So I'm peeling this small dragonfly sticker. So there is a visual little hint of what is inside. Then I decided to also use a few stamps that would add some additional interest to the envelope because I really love the way they look like when we have some stamps here and there. So I'm adding some numbers and some reference to circles because I always love circles and some texture and different shapes here. Now I'm gonna put all the stickers inside. And as a final touch, I'm gonna put also my brand sticker to close it. Now I prepare the freebies. I write Regina's name on my business card because I like the idea of having a reference of my customer's name in there. I'm also adding a hand note that says thank you. Regina is one of those customers who always makes me happy because she places orders almost every other month, and so it really warms my heart when she orders from me. I love these little envelopes because freebies feel like a hug, a thank you for supporting my work. Most of the freebies inside are handmade or slow-made pieces, created just to be shared, so I really enjoy packing these. Once everything is ready, the textured paper, the dragonflies and the freebies, I'll bring all together. My shop uses a lot of recycled materials including wallpaper. So when I was ready to decide the color of the month, I was sure it needed to be blue. I chose blue as my generic color because in many cultures it symbolizes new beginnings, hope, and a gentle way to start the year. So that's my wish for everyone who shares this plan it with me. I hope that this new beginning is better. I hope that everything goes well. I hope that good luck or good progress guides your way there. So I use the blue color purposely, intentionally, because it's my way to represent that I'm sending my hope that the new beginning of the year is good for you, and that everything that you need and everything that you wish gets a good track in the year to come. So I created this bag with the blue wallpaper to place all the items inside. It is time to put all the 3 items inside of the bag and make sure that everything is together. Once I put them inside, I just measure the size of the bag. Then I take everything out so I can place the paper flower outside. I like folding again, and then I place the fake flower there. Finally, of course, I put everything back inside. I make sure that everything fits, everything is complete, and that the order is gonna have a safe trip. So I close it. I put my brand sticker in the back, and I finally add this beautiful yarn that I found at Daiso. It is green and blue, and I feel like it was a perfect match for the paper that I decided to use. So of course I cut to the size and make a beautiful cute bow, and just like that, Regina's order is done and complete. Now we're moving to Karina's order, and this one honestly made me so happy. This is the first order I got for the January monthly pack for the theme New Year Around the World. Even though not every culture celebrates New Year in January, I wanted to make this collection to honor the idea of beginnings, reflection, hope, and shared moments across different places. Before assembling everything, I add gold watercolor accents just to give them warmth and moment. There are 3 sticker sheets in this collection that are gonna have gold accents. The first one that you're looking at right now is called Countdown to Midnight, which features clocks and warm-ups. There is a quiet tension of waiting for the new year to begin, and so the reflection of that waiting, of this hope, is in these stickers. Then the other sticker sheet that is going to have these gold accents is these beautiful ladies that I call them Midnight in Manhattan, and these represent like very high couture gowns with girls in New York, represent the fashion, the fantasy, and the classic New York feeling, waiting for the new year. So the colors in this sheet, as you can see, are black and beige, and it's because it represents classical beauty and fashion. For this sticker sheet, I love adding accents in the black area of the dresses, because that's where the gold is gonna be more noticeable, and also wherever there is like a shadow, or there are some parts where I can add accents, I do. And every sticker sheet is gonna be a little bit different, just because all the process is by hand. Since we're talking about beauty and representation, I wanted to mention that this monthly collection also includes 2 sticker sheets. They do not have gold accents, but they do have a very symbolic, important concept on them. The first one is Flowers for New Beginnings, with vintage flower jar inspired in Asian culture, and then the Lucky Charms for the New Year featuring Chinese Lucky Charms line art. I thought they both represented what I wanted to share this year and luck and blessings for you. The last sticker sheet that has gold accents is this one that is probably my favorite. This features ladies under the moonlight receiving blessings. It's a more introspective and softer way to start the year, thinking about intentions rather than goals, and hoping for the best for the next year. I really wanted to add some accents in this, and I have to say that I really love how it came out. It is very beautiful, it's very shiny, and the contrast of the colors are really stunning. Besides these 3 color sheets, there are other three additional full color sticker sheets to complete the full collection of this month stickers. And the first one is the Shogatsu Joy, which is inspired in Japanese New Year traditions and symbols, celebration, gratitude, and welcoming fresh stars. Then there is the Spring Festival Blessing. I know it's not celebrated in January, but I still wanted to share that with you because this is the Chinese Lunar New Year that represents luck, abundance, and protection for the year ahead. And finally, one of my favorites that is Midnight Around the Globe that represents several cities welcoming the new year, including Paris, New York, Amsterdam, Rome, Prague, Venice, and Madrid. This monthly collection also includes 2 handmade omikujis. I didn't want to show you what I'm sending to Karina, so I'm taking that out of the sleeve. But these omikujis are inspired by the Japanese temple omikuji, and I wrapped them both separately in Japanese rice paper. So it's very thin, but also has a beautiful texture. And I decided to add a dragon stamp in it. So it represents actually the Asian culture. And these kind of dragons are very popular between the Chinese and Japanese culture. So I really wanted to use this stamp. I also will include a stamp of the month because this is 2 omikujis, 1 per each part of the year, like 2 sections in the year by semester, let's say. One is from January to June and the other one is from July to December. There is different kind of luck that you might get, and that's why I didn't want to show you in the video, but Karina is getting her own luck. Hopefully it's gonna match what she's getting, and they are meant to be open slowly and with intention, and so they are packed in different places. Again, I'm putting the omikuji inside of the envelope, so I couldn't show you. But then once they are inside, like you can see here now that is an omikuji inside, I close it with the brand sticker, and I created the other one as well, so we have 2 of them. The final item in this collection is a handmade die cut set. There are 25 pieces total, although I have been generous with this order. They are cut from vintage style wallpaper. There are 4 postage stamps with travel wishes and butterflies symbolizing transformation, growth, and good luck. Of course, I had to put them in a white paper envelope rather than plastic. Again, because I'm trying to transition to all plastic free. And then I close it with the brand sticker. As a freebie, I'm including a European floral calendar cover for January. I reconstructed the full image and printed in cotton paper. everything is gonna be packed in a craft folder. So to decorate it, I decided to use this stencil and white texture paste to add a raised flower. As you can see, I did this delicately. It's the idea is that it's not too much paste, but it's raised enough. And the reason because I don't want it to be too bulky is because when you wrap it up at the end, it could be broken if it's too bulky. So it has to be just the right amount. Finally, I decided to use my acrylic marker in white, and I stenciled to add the word January underneath the flower, so it gets a feeling for the new month to come. Here's the full set: the die cuts, the two Omikuji, the Freebie calendar, moonlight shower, lucky charms, countdown to midnight, Shogatsu joy, flowers for new beginnings, spring festival blessings, midnight around the globe, and midnight in Manhattan. Everything goes into a balloon bag. Then I make sure to put that in the folder to keep it sturdy. And then I close it with a beautiful gold and white yarn. And again, to make sure that it's sturdy for shipping, I wrap the folder again in blue wallpaper, continuing with the theme of good fortune and happiness. Then I placed my business card in the front, and I decided to decorate with 3 paper flowers. And finally, I put everything together with this beautiful yarn from Daiso. And that is it. 2 orders wrapped with love, intention, and gratitude. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting slow, thoughtful creativity. See you in the next one.